Welcome back. You're watching Capital Connection, and we are discussing the outcome of this remarkable and historic election in Pakistan. Before the break, we talked about, rather, I talked about this issue of rigging, because don't forget that, except PTI, rest of the parties are saying that there were massive rigging, and one of the reasons, of course, delay in the election results. Election Commission said that there was no foul play; it was just a technical problem or technical hitch. That was the reason behind this delay. Do you think that this can become a serious political and legal controversy?
Well, I think definitely it has generated the controversy. People have been talking since last night on this. But one thing we have to understand at this moment is that we have to trust our institutions. This is the institution whose budget has been increased from 1.3 billion to 21 billion. So I think at the end of the day, all that political elite, all that political class, those who have invested in these institutions, they have to trust on that. And above all, if a third party has emerged, a third force has emerged, then let's not make these elections controversial, and let's not make mockery of ourselves around the globe, and let's not.
Okay, but if one party was talking about it, then it is acceptable. Okay, fine, that they may be saying because they are losing the elections. But I'm saying all the parties are saying. Do you think all parties are actually wrong in this case?
Kamran Sahab, the reason behind is because this is the only party which has won and that has never won. That is the reason the others are talking. Had it been one party, the others might have taken. Maulana Fazlur Rahman would have been soft if People's Party and Nawaz Sharif has won this position, because he knew that he will be in a coalition government. But right now he understands that he will not be in a coalition with Imran Khan, neither in Punjab, neither in KPK, nor in Islamabad, and definitely difficult in Balochistan. So he's speaking. So let's give him. So let's think here that it is the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf that has won. That is why everyone is together. And
but this is Pakistan, Musharraf. Nobody really accepts defeat gracefully in Pakistan. And do you think that this allegations of rigging has a potential to really delegitimize the victory of Imran Khan?
No, I don't think these allegations have that potential. The only reason that potential existed in 2014 is because there were miraculous happenstances that surrounded the 2014 Dharna. Without the invisible forces supporting the 2014 Dharna, there was no chance of the Dharna lasting for 126 days. No such support will be provided to either the PPP or the PMLN. They can complain, and I think they're right to complain. There are at least three areas in which there are legitimate concerns about the election. The first is the provision of Form 45 in an informal manner instead of formally providing them. The second is the access of polling agents to the counting and tallying process. And the third, perhaps most important, is the breakdown of the RTS system and the delay in the RO's reporting of the results. These three factors are not equivalent to election rigging, but they are irregularities, and they do need to be explained. As long as the PMLN and the PPP are able to ask questions and the ECP is not able to provide any answers, the question marks about these procedural irregularities will remain. However, most indications are that there was not any ballot stuffing per se, and the polls that preceded this election suggested that we were looking at the PTI holding on to its strong supporters, the PMLN holding on to its strong supporters, and a big number of undecideds that would basically turn the election. As it turns out, those undecideds seem to have gone with PTI. So I think there's some legitimacy in the questions that are being asked. I think the ECP needs to answer those questions, but I don't think we'll see a dharna, and I don't think that the credibility or the legitimacy of the parliament is going to be in question.
But Shehbaz Sharif has made a very strong statement, rather even before the election results are out. He categorically or outrightly rejected the election results, and he even said that if a person like Shehbaz Sharif is saying, that means there is a serious thing. What he is trying to say, that he was always very reconciliatory or considered a more pragmatic. If he was talking about that there was massive rigging, so he thinks that he should be taken very seriously.
And he has already invited a all parties conference on the same issue tomorrow at Islamabad. So he has invited all those political parties. So we are going to see the first phase. And I think.
But do you think this is becoming a serious issue?
Yes,
now?
This is becoming a serious issue, and even the legitimacy of Imran Khan's government, at least within the parliament. Like if Pakistan People's Party, even if it goes with the with PTI, PMLN has enough numbers both in National Assembly and Senate, and then again in Punjab. So I think what Shehbaz Sharif right now is trying to putting a lot of pressure to save Punjab. So this is my hunch that he is trying to get something seriously serious in Punjab, that if they would allow him to make government, and he would be more comfortable making a coalition government with independents and Pakistan People's Party. So he has been trying his level best right now. He's pushing his limits. We all know Shehbaz Sharif's limits. He has never been somebody who can go for protest, and he can even go against the will of Rawalpindi, whatsoever that is. But he has been making a lot of effort to save Punjab. I don't think he would be able to do that. But at the same time, Pakistan People's Party, they have raised serious concerns. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, MMA, ANPs, really, you have been asking any political party gracefully accepting defeat. ANP is one party that has shown how gracefully you can accept the defeat. Last night, Ghulam Muhammad Balor, he gave a speech.
Another important aspect, of course, that there are always irregularities, there are always allegations of rigging. Do you think that we can really discount the fact that Imran Khan in this election has a genuine wave? Consider the fact that he has not only swept elections from KPK, because people were thinking that KPK is one province where usually people don't vote to incumbents. And then look at the northern Punjab, like Hazara Belt, the Putwar region, all were PMLN strongholds since 1993, barring only 2002 elections where they were lost because of, and that was also because of PMLQ, lots of candidates from PMLN. Do you think that PMLN has a genuine candidate, PTI has a genuine wave, and it is really unfair to say that it is all because of rigging and some foul play?
Well, in my personal understanding, I actually believe that it has a genuine wave. One thing. Second, I was not expecting what has happened in Punjab. Personally, in my own opinion, I personally thought that they will have some seats in the National Assembly, but I think the Punjab.
I think everyone was
intact.
expecting that they will win probably in South Punjab, in
Yes.
Central Punjab. PMLN will retain their majority.
Position. So I think if the Punjab province goes to the PTI, that means this is an actual wave, and so that gives a lot of confidence to Imran Khan on that. And I think, as we were talking earlier, I think the difference between the PMLN and the Imran Khan is that Imran Khan has won the confidence of the people of Pakistan before coming to power, and PMLN won the confidence of the people of Pakistan after they came in power. So there is a difference in that. So Imran Khan already enjoys the confidence. So whatever move he will have, or whatever position he has got, either people are calling that the elections are rigged, people trust him because he believe that he can't do this, because his entire struggle is again rigging, and he spent all the rest, the previous 3-4 years, he spent again against all that dharnas, what happened in Islamabad, or the entire political discourse has been revolving around that. So his personal confidence, or the personal trust he has won from the people, that although his supporters, that he can't do that. But at the same time, I think Shehbaz Sharif's statement was very, we have to look at in between the lines, and he said that we will only castigate those elements regarding rigging, those who have a constitutional role. So that is where he wants to save himself. He don't want to be outspoken, and he doesn't want to shift blame to the Khalai Makhluk.
Okay, everyone, Musharraf, everyone at the moment is talking about the victory of Tehreek-e-Insaf. Of course, that was the big news. But what about the PMLN? They have won at least 60 odd seats. How do you see it in the context of the analysis that we have before the elections, that this is actually Nawaz Sharif versus the World 11? Do you think that given their performance and their number, the narrative of Nawaz Sharif was really defeated in this election? Or do you think that there is a still considerable support for him?
Well, I think both of those things are true at the same time. There is considerable support for Nawaz Sharif because Nawaz Sharif has a 3-decade record of delivery. That's why people support Nawaz Sharif. But the Nawaz Sharif narrative, promoted and actively pursued by his daughter, about taking on the institutional fights in Pakistan and doing so in a not particularly graceful manner, is the one that has been rejected. Nawaz Sharif is one of the builders of Pakistan's independent judiciary. But when the decision went against him, he became a tormentor and attacker, which turned the judiciary against him. Nawaz Sharif is also...
But it depends how you look at it. Some
Of
people
course.
would say
This
the
is how
half...
I can only explain how I look at it.
Okay, some people will look at it half full, that a major victory, that despite so much happened, their leader was convicted, sent to jail, there were allegations of pre-poll rigging, then the elements of certain radical parties brought in the election fray, and yet they were strong showing that yet they were able to win more than 60 seats, and the victory of margin between the PTI and the PMLN candidates were not that huge.
Absolutely. And so I hope the lesson that both the PMLN and the PPP and the PTI will take from this is that when you build and deliver, it lasts for decades and it counts.
So do you think that whatever seats that the PMLN at the moment won, it is because of the delivery, not necessarily because of the narrative of Nawaz?
That, by the way, is proven also in where the PMLN has had a stronghold. Well, I'm not sure if it was during the break when we were discussing this. If you look at the areas or divisions where and the districts where the PMLN has done well, alhamdulillah, it's exclusively areas in which there's been a high focus from the provincial government.
Okay, I think we have to go for a break here, and after the break, certainly we will discuss that what kind of challenges Imran Khan is facing once he forms the government and becomes the Prime Minister, because we have series of challenge both domestically and also on the external front. Will he be able to deliver? We will discuss this, but after this short break.